If your DAX function returns single or scalar value, then we create new measure. If your DAX function returns series of values, then we create new column. And if my DAX function returns multiple rows and multiple columns, then I use table. Okay, so then we started looking into the DAX functions. So the first series of functions that we looked into were count rows. So count rows will count the total number of rows in a table. Then we looked into the second function, which was count. So count is used to count the specific column data. So it will count all the rows present or all the data present in that specific column. Okay, then same is the case with sum. It will count or it will sum all the values in the column. Same is the case with average, minimum, and maximum. Now sometimes what happens is these functions will work for sure, but sometimes what you need to do is don't have to calculate the value for the entire data. Sometimes you have to calculate it for a subset of data. For example, if I ask you, give me the total sum of sales for Germany, so in that case I don't want to calculate for the entire column data, but I want to calculate for a subset of that data. So for that we looked into the X function. So the next set of functions that we looked into was sum X, minimum X, maximum X, count X, and average X. Now in order for these functions to work, we need to give these functions the filter data. So in order to write filter, we looked into the filter function. Now output of filter function will always be a table. So this is an example of how filter works. In filter, you pass two parameters. The first is input table and second is the condition. If your data type, if your column data type is text, then you write the value in double quotes. Otherwise, you can specify the value without quotes also. For example, in this case, we filtered the data based on country equal to Germany. Exactly similar to this, if I want to filter the data based on the year, and now year is a numeric column, so you can see I haven't used any double quotes here. I have plainly written year equal to 2030. So that is the difference between this country and that is the difference between this year. Okay, so that's how we write filters. Now coming to these formulas. So the formulas that we saw on the first page were basic, like count, minimum, sum, maximum, average. Now exactly similar to this is the X formulas. Now in X formula, we can directly calculate the subset of the data. Okay, so in order to calculate the subset of the data, we wrote some formulas. Okay, so let me show you those formulas. So the first formula is sum of sales in Germany. Now in order to calculate this, we used sum X instead of sum formula, and sum X accepts two parameters, the input table and the column which we want to sum. So in this case, the first parameter we pass it as filtered table. So in this case, I have written filter, then financials, country equal to Germany, bracket close, and then the column which I want to add. So in this case, I want to add the sales column. That's why I have written the sales column. Exactly similar to this, I have written the formula for average X. So this is the formula for average X. So I think it's here. Yeah. So this is your formula for average X. You can see the average X, same filter, financials, country equal to Germany, financial sales. Okay. Next was maximum sales. So for maximum X, for maximum sales in Germany, I have used the formula maximum X. You can see max X, filter, financials, country equal to Germany, financial sales. And similar to this, I have used the minimum sales formula. Now, if you see the formula of minimum X and minimum, okay, so this is the formula for minimum X, filter, financials, country equal to Germany, and financial sales. And this is the formula for your minimum. See the difference here, Pooja. So in this case, when you call the minimum function, it is calculating the minimum from all the values present in the financial sales column. But in here, when you write minimum sales Germany, it is first filtering the data based on country equal to Germany, and then afterwards it is calculating the minimum of sales value only for that filtered Germany data. That is the difference between minimum and minimum X. Same is the difference between count and count X, sum and sum X, maximum and maximum X, average and average X. The first function works on the entire column values. The second function works on the filtered column values. Okay, so that is the difference between this. Okay. Yeah, the next. Okay, Anurag. I think asked this filters and filter. So this filter and filters, they work differently. Filter returns you table and filters is actually used for some other purposes. Okay. Let me show you that also. So if I write, I think this will not give me. So new table. See, returns a table of filter values applied directly to the specified column. So in here, when you see, you can directly write the column name. So return a table of this. So let me write, not this one, sales. So in this case, these are all the list of unique values that are present in that column. Okay. So in the form of checkboxes, whatever the values that are appearing, you can see these values. Okay. So when you see that distinct and unique from this specific filter section, you will see only these checkboxes. Okay. So for that case, filters is used, but for filter table, filter actually is used for to filter the data. So it will return you table by specifying the conditions. Okay, Anurag, that answers your question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, every function can have its own implications. There are financial functions, numerical functions. I'll share the PDF with you. You can go through it. I am teaching you the most common ones that are used frequently that are asked in the interview. So filter is one of that. X function, the difference between normal functions and the X functions. Those are the typical questions that are usually asked in the interview. Okay. Yeah, moving on. So we have seen the X functions. Now in case of X function, as long as there is one condition, this is fine, but when you have to apply two conditions, it becomes a little bit tricky. Okay, so let's try to do that. So let me start with the formula that I gave you as an assignment. So you had to apply the condition you are equal to 2013. So let me complicate the formula a bit. So I want to calculate the total sales for high discount band in 2013. So the discount band value is stored in the discount band column. So let me write a formula. Now in this case, I want to combine two conditions. So to combine two conditions, we will make use of the AND operator, ampersand sign. So double ampersand sign is actually used for AND operator and double pipe is used for OR operator. Okay. So let me write total sales high discount band. Okay. 2030. This is my formula. So for this case, I will use sum x, then filter financials. This is my filter table, input table. That's what we pass to filter. And now here we have to specify two conditions, discount band high and you are equal to 2030. So you can write it in any sequence. I will start with year. So I will select my financial year column equal to 2013. Then next thing is and. This is how you write and now the next condition is discount band equal to high. Now your discount band column data type is text. So we will have to specify the value in double quotes. Yeah. Once this is done, you can close your filter and you can take the sales column. So this will give you total sales for high discount band and the year equal to 2030. So this is created. So I can show it in any visualization. For now, I will just show it in the table, because in table I can verify the value. Yeah, this is my value, 9.55 million. So this is your total sales for high discount band in the year 2030. Okay, so in here I have combined two conditions from two different columns. If I have to write condition on the same column, then in that case it becomes a little bit tricky. Okay, so let's say I want to calculate total profit, and now I want to calculate total profit where my sale price is between 1 to 100. Okay, so this is my sale price column. So this sale price column has minimum value as 7, maximum value as 350. Okay, so I have analyzed this already in Power Query, so that's why I know what is minimum, what is maximum. So I want to calculate the total profit where my sale price is between 1 to 100. So for that case, I want to apply the condition here. So condition is sales price is greater than equal to 1 and sale price is less than equal to 100. Okay, so for that, let me apply the measures. Okay, so I will select this. I will click on new measure here. So now here I will start writing total profit sale price 1 to 100. This is what I want to calculate. Total profit where my sale price is between 1 to 100. So for between case, I can use the ampersand sign again. So the formula that I will use is sum x. Now filter, because I want to work on the filter data, not the entire column data. Okay, Pooja. So here you want to only calculate total profit wherever the sale price is between 1 to 100. Now sale price is between 7 to 350. So there is no point in going above 100. That is why we have to apply the filter here. So that's why I am applying filter. So the first parameter of filter is financials. So I select financials, comma, and then in here you have to specify the condition. So this time the condition is on the sale price column. So what I want to write is sales price should be between 1 to 100. So for that, sales price greater than equal to 1 or sales price less than equal to 100. This is the filter condition. And once this filter condition is completed, I want to calculate the sum of profit. Okay, this is my total profit where sale price is between 1 to 100. Okay, so this is my total profit where my sale price is between 1 to 100. Now in this case we applied condition on the same column. Now in this case the column was numeric. Now let's say I want to apply the condition on a column which is text in nature, and I want to apply two conditions. For example, this column country has textual values and its data type is also text. So let's say if I want to calculate the total sales for Europe region. In Europe region, I have two countries. One is France, the other is Germany. So let's say if I want to calculate it, how to calculate it? So for that, click on financials, click on new measure. Okay, so here total profit Europe equal to, in this case the formula is sum x filter. Now here input table is financials. Then afterwards for Europe I have two countries. One is country as France and country as Germany. So country equal to France and country as Germany. This is my filter, and then based on this I want to calculate the profit. So this is how the total profit is calculated. So let me show you the value for total profit. Yeah, this is the measure for total profit. Now if you carefully observe this is showing me blank. Can anyone answer this question why it is showing me blank? This is the formula that I have written. Anyone? Okay, I'll give you the answer to this. So basically, whenever your filter returns 0 rows, blank rows, then in that case, your measure will return you blank. Okay. So in this case, the condition that you have applied is incorrect. So in here, what you have written is country equal to France and country equal to Germany. So based on both of these conditions, it is not able to calculate. It is not able to return any filtered rows. That is why it is giving us the blank. So the problem is not with the France or the Germany. The problem is with this AND condition. So if you remember in the filters also, we had seen this condition. Wherever we write product starts with P and product starts with V, it used to give us blank rows. Because in case of text column, what happens is whenever you try to combine the two text conditions with the help of AND, they usually do not satisfy both the conditions, hence they return blank rows. Okay, so for that case, instead of using the AND operator there, we used OR. So same is the case here. So whenever we are trying to filter the same column and that column is in textual nature, then in that case, instead of AND, we use OR operator. Okay, so in this case, you can see whenever I say total profit for Europe, in this case, I need to filter the data based on France or Germany, and then I need to use it. So it will give me the data here. Okay, so this is my sumx filter financials country equal to France and country equal to Germany. Any questions here? Anyone? So this scenario holds true only for the textual column. Okay, let me show you one more example. Let's say I want to calculate the average unit sold for high and low discount band. Okay, now my question is average unit sold for high and low discount band. So in this case, discount band is also textual in nature. So whenever I say high and low, especially for text, we will apply the filter of high or low filter. Okay, so let me apply the filter of high or low. So total total units sold for high and low discount band. equal to. So here the formula is sum x, then filter financials. Then in here you have to specify the condition. So here discount band is high, and then instead of or here I will have to write discount band equal to low. This is my condition, and once this condition is satisfied, I want to do sum of units sold column. Okay, so this is my total units sold for high and low discount band. Clear with this? Anyone? Any questions? So this is how we use the and or operators. Okay. Now, in this case, whenever we have to write two conditions, we can use and or. Now, when you have to write three or four conditions, then in that case, what will happen is you will have to use a combination of both and or operators. Okay, so as your condition will increase, your filter operation will become more tricky. And in that case, it would be very difficult to write such tricky formulas. So for that case, what we can do is we can use another DAX function. So the next function that we will see is calculate. So calculate, I would say, is the most important function in DAX. It is actually used to calculate the measure. Your one calculate function replaces all sum x, count x, minimum x, maximum x, and average x functions. So all these functions can be replaced with one single calculate function. Apart from this, calculate also supports certain specific keywords which only work in calculate. So certain keywords are supported which can work only in calculate and which can help you in implementing the formulas, such as some formulas for databases, some formulas for restricting the filter. Those type of operations can only be done in the calculate function. Okay, so that is the next function that we are going to see. So the same formulas that I have written on the left side, I will write the same formulas on the right side, but this time I will use the calculate function. Now in your X formulas, if you remember, what the format is, you write the filter first and then you write the column on which you want to do the operation. In calculate, it is reverse. In calculate, the first thing that you do is you write what operation you want to do on which column, and then afterwards you write the filter condition. Okay, another important thing in case of calculate is we use the basic functions in calculate. So when I say basic aggregate functions, I am talking about minimum, maximum, sum, count, average. Okay, so we are not going to use any x function within the calculate. We are mostly going to use the basic functions which we learned on day one, which are present on the page one. So like sum x, minimum x, those thing functions will not use. We'll use minimum, maximum, sum, count, average. Okay, let's start writing the formula. So the first formula that I'm going to write here is, okay, let me use this sheet for now. Here, so in this case, the first formula that I'm going to write is total sales for high discount band, and year is 2030. Okay, so this formula I'm going to write it with the help of calculate function. Okay, so calculate is also used for calculating measure single value. So I will click on new measure here. So I will have to rename it in a different way so that measure names are not same. So this is my measure. Now I will say total sales 2013 for high discount band equal to. Now the function that we will use instead of the x function is calculate. Now this is the calculate. Now like I said, the first parameter of calculate is what operation you want to do. Here you have to specify sum, minimum, count, maximum, like that. So here I want to calculate total sales, so I will write sum, then I will say bracket open, and in here I will say the sales column. For example, my financial sales column, this is my sales column. I will close the bracket. Yeah, so here you will say sum of sales, minimum of sales, maximum sales, those type of functions you will use here. Okay, that is the first parameter. And the next parameter that you will use here is, I'll say comma separated, and then after comma you have to specify the filter. So here in case of calculate, no need to write the filter keyword, no need to provide the input table. Here you can directly write your condition. So the first condition that I'm going to write is year equal to 2013. So I select year equal to 2013 from here. Where is that? Yeah, financial year equal to 2013. This is my first condition. And second condition is high discount band. So for that, I can specify the second condition, comma separated. So every time you write comma, that will be treated as the and condition. So it is equivalent to financial year equal to 2013 and double ampersand discount band equal to high. So here no need to write ampersand because every comma is equal to ampersand. So here I will say discount band equal to high. Okay, now let's check the value. So this is 9.55 million. Let's see what calculate gave us. Same value. Okay, similar to this, I have to write this condition, total sale price, total profit, where sale price is between 1 to 100. So here I had used the sumx operation. Now I will use the calculate operation. So here I will select the sheet 2. I will click on new measure. Okay, this is the new measure. So total profit where sale price is between 1 to 100. So total profit for sale price 1 to 100 equal to, the formula is calculate. The first expression is what you want to do. So I want to calculate total profit. So here I will write sum, and in here I will write profit. So this is my financial profit, bracket close, comma, and now I have to specify the condition. So the condition is sale price greater than equal to 1. So I'll say sale space price. So this is my financial sale price greater than equal to 1. This was the first condition. Second condition was sale price less than equal to 100. Yeah, this is my second condition. I close the bracket. So like this, any ampersand conditions, you can specify it comma separated continuously. Okay, so let's check the value here now. You can see the value is same. Third condition was total profit for Europe. Now in this case, it was a tricky example where we had to use OR operator, not the AND operator. So here the condition would pretty much remain the same. You have to use OR operator here. You can't use the AND operator. Okay. So in that case, we'll not use comma, we'll use directly the OR, because if I use comma, it will give me the blank result like I got the last time. Okay, anyways, I'll show you the first thing with the help of comma where we will get blank and then we will convert it into something else. Okay. Okay, so here the formula is total profit EUR equal to, the formula is calculate. Then first is what you want to do. So I want to calculate sum of profit column, comma. Then I have to specify the conditions. So country equal to France and country equal to Germany. If you want to specify it like that, you can write country, financial country equal to France, comma, financials country equal to Germany. Okay, total profit Europe is already used. So this is the error you get when you rename or when you use the same measure name. So let me change it. I'll just remove the spaces. Okay, so you can see this is giving us blank. Reason being is we have used comma in between. So this comma means first apply the condition of France, and once you got the data, then on that France data apply the condition of Germany. So in that case, it is not going to give you the result. So like previous example, here we have to replace this comma with OR operator. When you replace this comma with the OR operator, it works. Now it should give us the same value. This is your total profit for Europe. Okay, and exactly similar to this, I can also calculate the total units sold for high and low discount band. So in this case also we will use the OR operator. The condition was total units sold, so sum of units sold and discount band equal to high or discount band equal to low. That's the condition that we have to write. I'll click on here, I'll click on new measure. Okay, so here total units sold, high, low, discount band equal to calculate sum units sold this was the unit sold, comma, and then you have to specify the condition. So condition is discount band high or discount band low. So from here, select financial discount band equal to high, or if I use comma, I will get blank. So I'm using the or operator directly here. Financial discount band equal to low.
और ऑपरेटर के बाद डायरेक्टली लो यूज किया था
किसके बाद नहीं, that is not the syntax. You have to specify column values. ठीक है, इसका और एक सोल्यूशन है, इन ऑपरेटर यूज कर सकता है, बट इन किसी को समझता है किसी को नहीं समझता है, सो दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम, बट इन भी यूज कर सकते हैं.
ओके ओके
आई विल शो यू इन आल्सो. ठीक है, एक मिनट, लेट मी वेरीफाई दिस. अभी स्वप्निल इसी को चेंज करके ना इन भी कर सकते हैं, तो इन में यू डोंट हैव टू राइट इट, बट इफ आई हैव टू वेरीफाई 6 डिफरेंट वैल्यूज, so I have to specify the 6 different values with column name equal to, column name equal to clause. ठीक है, but let's say if you want to use the in operator, ठीक है, so in that case I will replace this, I will write the in keyword and I will specify the values in the curly braces. So ऐसे लिख सकते हैं फिर hi comma.
ओके
So this curly brace that you see, it is considered as list. ठीक है,
ओके ओके ओके
from list it is verifying it. So 659.94 था, 659.94 ही आएगा अभी, फिर से सेम वैल्यू आएगा, कोई चेंज नहीं है. ठीक है, बट इस केस में यू हैव टू राइट द कॉलम नेम ओनली वंस. सो दिस इज इक्विवेलेंट टू योर डेटाबेस इन ऑपरेशन. ठीक है, ऐसे भी कर सकते.
यस
क्लियर स्वप्निल?
यस प्रॉब्लम
Yeah, so that is how you can write the calculate formulas. Now one important advantage that we get here is, in case of calculate, no need to write the filter keyword, no need to write the input table, just write your conditions, you can filter your data and you can use it directly. Okay, and another thing is calculate function works much faster in terms of filtering as compared to the X functions. Plus calculate has more options, more keywords which it can support. That is why I said calculate is the most important used keyword or the most important DAX function. Okay, because in here there are a lot of permutations and combinations which you can apply. So filter is just a start, but you can add more and more operators to this. Okay, now we have seen the text filtering, we have seen the number filtering, but we didn't see the date filtering. So let me show you some of the examples for date filtering. Let's say if I want to calculate the average profit for Q1 2014. So for Q1 2014, I want to calculate the average profit. So for that, I will do the calculation based on this. I would say the calculate function. Okay, so let me show you the calculation with the help of calculation. Now in order to calculate quarter is something which is not stored, I would say, in the date column. Okay, so for that we will have to use the quarter keyword. Okay, so let me calculate this. So this was average, right? So average profit Q1 2014 equals to calculate, then average. So here we will use the basic function profit comma, and now I have to write the condition. So first is easy, year equal to 2014. So I will just say year equal to 2014 comma. Now the next condition that I have to write is Q1. So for Q1 I will use the quarter function. So in here in DAX, I have functions for quarter, month and day, year, like that. So if it is not already present, you can use these functions to calculate the specific information at runtime. So here I will say calculate the quarter of date column. So I have financial date column which I want to use. So I will select financial date from here and I will say quarter of financial date. So this quarter function returns the value between 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will specify 1 as my value because I want to calculate the Q1. I will close the bracket. Yeah. So this is going to be my average profit for quarter 1 2014.
Praful,
Huh?
if my first quarter is May, June, July, April, May, April, May, June.
See, this is always going to give you 1 to 4 based on the normal financial year. Jan to Feb, March, Jan to March, April to June, then July to September, and October to December. So if you want to calculate for April, May, June, right? Then you
Right.
just specify 2 here. That's it. It will give you the value for the quarter 2, like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So like that, you can calculate for quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Now, if you want to calculate for a month, then you have to add the month specific filter also. So I'll show you the month specific. For that, you will have to use the month. So here I don't have the function to get the month name, but I have the function to get the month. So month function will return me the value between 1 to 12. So let's say you want to get the, I would say minimum sales in September month. Okay, so I will show you the calculate function for that. Okay, so minimum sales for September is what we want to do. So new measure, calculate minimum sales, and then the filter will be month equal to month function date equal to 9, because September month is I think 9. Yeah. So minimum sales September equal to calculate minimum sales. So financial sales is what I want to use. I will not type it. I will just select it from the drop down. Always select it from the drop down. Then in that case, you don't miss the square brackets with the closing brackets and so on, comma. And then here afterwards, I have to specify the month. So for that, I will use the month condition. So month function will return me 1 to 12. Okay. So from here, I will type the date. This is my date column equal to 9 bracket close. Okay, clear with this? So this is your minimum sales for the September month. If you want to add any year condition, you can add it. If you want to calculate week, we have function for week. If you want to calculate any weekday, you have functions for weekday and so on. So there are a lot of date functions which are still remaining, which I will teach you. But yeah, this is some of the basic functions which you can use for filtering for quarter, for month, for year. Also we have year function which will return you only year information. For day information, I think we have day function. You can use the day function also, but day is hardly used for any calculation. But yeah, those are some of the options that are available to you to calculate the different values. Any questions here, anyone?